content. Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pagan, and recently I watched the Summer Game Fest and I did a reaction video. I have a full reaction video coming soon, but I did want to make shorter clips for the projects that I am very excited about. So if you're watching this clip, you'll see a reaction to a project that I am very excited for. Enjoy.
That was Gotham Knights,
Nice.
And now we welcome...
Is that Neil?
Oh, look who it is. Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, co-president of Naughty Dog. Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans.
And I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like, watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold.
Look at him, he was great.
The good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is wild.
9
to
years
be fair,
for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters
all
and
at
art,
home.
and these characters and this journey and this world mean so much to them. And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Okay.
Thank you for asking, Jess.
Are they going to ask? Is there a
so one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
What?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
Like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Pantnati, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so I wait till next year to hear more about that one.
And they're not
okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved, and I mean, that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog's storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
That looks so good.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like up in Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
For sure.
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
the entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up.
Wow.
So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. Good first look. Let's take.
So you can see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
all I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very
mean?
Exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
It's going to be Troy, is it?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley.
Oh,
Good to see you.
God. Oh, Ashley looks so wonderful.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So,
That's a natural.
when
You
Craig and I
have to
started
put
working
them
on the
in.
show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said, Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it.
I totally agree.
And we're such
Totally
fans
agree.
of like the talent and the helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show. And it wasn't. It has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles
Agree.
that we're keeping on the wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much stuff
It's
I feel like
so good.
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's
That's
being filmed, and I think that's
wonderful
you guys have kept
news.
a complete
I
secret.
lo-
That you so you were up
cannot
there and
be
you
happier
filmed
for
your
them.
roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've had
Except for today.
except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that, because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it
that's
was that they were
wonderful.
working on and
That's good to
committed to
hear.
working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like
I had a
was
feeling as
coming
soon as
home.
they were like, "We've got
to
actors
friends.
here," I'm like, "Oh my God, Troy was just there."
The attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are
Man,
they're so perfect, and we've been
that's
trying
really
to sort of
good.
describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but I am so excited to be a part of it, and just I can't wait to
She's
see
so
it. I
beautiful.
think it is going to be so good. It's
I'm
I love the story. I love just being a part of
I'm
this
so
world.
excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of
Amazing.
bob and weave and are these characters we know from the game that they're playing new characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Okay,
to
Maybe it's already on Twitter
I
by
was
now.
like, oh my God. Wait. Okay, no. He didn't
all right,
actually
well,
answer anything.
Let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game,
Right.
and this is
Yeah,
like a
we've been
ground-up
speaking about this for
remake.
a
Is that
while.
right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version
Like,
of the
people have always
first
been-
game
have
that wasn't
talked about this
encumbered
for
by any
ages.
technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision, and we're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's
I'm going
look
to
at
play it.
All right, let's take a look at the Last of
play it.
Us Part 1.
It's one of my favorite games.
So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
You know,
2nd of September.
I've never been this close.
Okay, this is not
It's
original.
the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Oh no, no, oh fuck.
Like, time, I had
There's a
somebody
lot
that
of
I cared
detail
about.
now.
And in this world, that's good for one thing: get you killed.
I
can take care of
ground
myself.
How many
up for
close calls
PlayStation
have we
5.
had?
Wow.
I get in trouble down there.
Oh my
You
God,
make
look
me
at the fucking
shut
wrinkles, everything, the skin texture.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
Oh my
I've
God.
had some practice.
The lighting is totally different as well, actually. I didn't notice it first because I
Truly
played
one of my
The Last of
favorite
Us Part
games
1
of the past
recently,
decade.
and
Guys,
like that game
what's your
holds up.
reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
'cause you did
cry.
these
Don't
these
you fucking dare cry.
performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah,
right?
actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity.
Wow.
And then the animators went back and
We're seeing
studied
side by sides here just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt
It's like the
everything.
skin
everything was
texture.
rebuilt
Look at
from the ground
that.
up. Same
Look
art
at that
director, re-art
difference.
directed the whole thing from the ground up.
Wow.
But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance.
Incredible.
All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like
What
this
a
brand new AI, like
fucking
all the combat
experience.
is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we
Wow,
wanted to
what a
give,
ride.
knowing
Holy
because of the
fuck.
show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
We wanted them to have the definitive
And
version.
PC.
of The
Okay, I
Last of
didn't
Us.
know that. Wow.
Now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory
the show?
before working on the show.
Ah, very clever. Yeah.
I
good
was
call.
just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean,
Wow,
it looks like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
definitely going to be up for another
Yeah, I
playthrough
can't. I
with
mean,
this.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back because it was.
Oh, I
such
can't
a-
wait.
you guys did such an amazing job.
I'm
on that
streaming
original
that
game,
for
and
sure.
It's really, when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really
Yeah.
night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of the Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in the Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole, like, all the
The
new animation
detail
system,
on
the new AI system, everything we've
the
learned on, like,
infected.
Uncharted 4, Last of Us
Yeah.
2, we apply to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Sky.
Okay.
And you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming
That's
weeks leading up to
awesome.
the release September 2nd on PS5.
All right.
And
Well,
shortly thereafter on PC.
we will look forward to it. Now, Neil, you've talked a lot about
Okay,
games
cool,
directed
cool,
by
cool,
other
cool,
people.
cool,
What
cool,
are
cool.
you directing? You still making games?
Still making games.
Okay.
I haven't given up my day job. It's a
What do you-
little
what
early
do
to
you-
talk about. Maybe
Oh,
if someone
man,
in
come
PlayStation
on.
wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now.
If somebody in PlayStation wants to
So
leak
you
it,
do have a new
what?
project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay.
Oh, you
Okay. Well, we'll
teasy
see. We'll
bitch.
try and save it.
Yeah, no,
All
that's
right.
fair. That's
Troy,
fair.
Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September.
So
thanks, guys.
cool.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
All right. Well,
I have to say that, like, with the HBO announcement of them being in the series, that just makes sense. Like, to me, that totally made sense, especially when they started announcing things like Jeffrey Pierce was going to be in it, and Meryl Dandridge. I was just like, you have to have Troy and Ashley. And to be fair, Meryl is going to be playing Marlene, which is fantastic. You just have to have Troy and Ashley, and I knew that they would be in it somehow. Could never really confirm that, so I'm really, really, really happy for them now that they're going to do that. That's so cool. And then there's like a whole multiplayer version of The Last of Us coming out that's like set in a different like fucking area and shit. God, I'm so excited. And of course, I'll be replaying The Last of Us on PlayStation 5 in September when it comes out. Maybe not that day because I may be in California. But I will be playing it shortly thereafter. What a game. Definitely one of my favorites for sure. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and maybe pop in a comment below about your favorite project that you're looking forward to seeing. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more.